Alright, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to what is very much most anticipated, I guess, boss run through ever, where we finally have what is, I will be honest, this is probably the one boss I know like inside out on a really technical level, and I've been very much excited to show what I've learned over the years. Yeah, you thought that second one was good, but that is nothing compared to the exact technicals in and out. Like, for example, what the fuck are you doing with an ancient mace? All that and more can be answered very easily. And by the way, this isn't even like the most efficient, but I'll get on to that later. So obviously, imbued heart, simple enough. You very much have that to boost your damage and that, but also for magic defense, on the few times you need to flick with a exposed to mage damage and all. This here, I believe, starts off the third phase, second best in my opinion, but obviously this is one of those ones, it takes a bit more on the prayer side, good for damage, not so for trying to last prayer unless you're flicking, which you could really flick and do a lot, but essentially it's how much effort you're willing to put in. I mean, with me, I do a pretty good bit. Also noticing the protection mage, that is so that when you're running away, the ones that, if you have the mage in that, obviously you take less damage that way because you don't get hit. Here also depends, mage or melee. This one is melee, so you kind of have to work with that. And also that's going to be a bit complicated getting back, because you have to switch back to, mage again. That because, it's a bit easier if you do it correctly. You'll see here that I very much hit the mage one because the melee ones have a bit of a delay, whereas the mage ones can hit you right as you're about to hit them. So better do that and switch over to melee. And that, so you can minimise damage on that front. And yeah, it's certainly not about that. Yeah, you'll notice I'm also using the pillars as hideout because I'm doing mage only at this point, and that's very much how I've preferred it. There's certain liberties you can take with that, as you might see later on in that. Let's see. It's like, if you do this all correctly, you can really, really do just so quickly, it's unbelievable. Like there, you can't really protect because you're kind of like coming to do it the same tick as Zulrah. So it's impossible. It's impossible. You can't. Don't try and flick on that if you're doing the Zulrah the same tick. It's just not possible. You end up just taking so much damage. Yeah, it's a bit of a fucking farce and that. I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure I got unlucky here. I'll just double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the exact same phase again. Yeah, so we can just skip through that. Pretty sure this one shows a slightly better example, like, it's still, melee and that. And then, yeah, see that? Excellent. Like, when you time it correctly, you can minimise damage so easily, it's just like, wow. I'm not joking, I know, look at 6 kills is bad, like that's not really good, and also doing that timing and all, it's the Jad face also isn't a problem anymore, it's like so fucking easy. Oh boy, let's see, yep, there we go, not bad. Yeah, next one is again unique, or different one basically, so I don't know if this is phase 2 or phase 4 on that. Phase 2 is my favourite, but phase 4 is just, it's the one phase where you take a bunch of damage if you're unlucky, whereas the other 3 you can control quite easily, and that assuming you do, because that's the thing. You'll notice I've used the ancient mace a little bit there to attack the weak snakelings and that. If you got max attack and that, I mean, the ancient mace isn't a bad weapon. You only need to do just 1 damage, and you say boop, boop, boop them in the head, and they're dead. And they can no longer damage you. And you can do that in times when you're not really busy, or there's a little pause of that. Really good, especially during the blue phases and that, That's why I tend to do it mostly, that's because you can't really attack the blue Zulrah with mage anyway, so you may as well do something. Yeah, this is the first phase and that. So, essentially, this one's not bad either. Like, I would say it's probably less prayer draining than the third one, but the problem is, it's kind of likely you'll take some damage unless you're very good. I think one of the later phase ones I have of this, it shows it really well where you can barely take any damage, but thankfully you don't have to waste much prayer though. Depends, and that, if you don't do it quickly, then obviously it drains prayer later on, but yeah, I'd say 1 and 3 are kind of like the halfway decent ones, like, see that? Now, notice here. Yeah, the blue, I'm right in front of, like, the blue one can see me there, but it doesn't attack me. Like, I've kind of discovered through a lot of testing, but for some reason you do it the other way with the third one, you know, that blue's phase, it still reaches you, but in the first one of that side, it doesn't. So it makes attacking the snakelings there kind of easier than what it should be, but apparently that's just one of those mechanics, and like, I don't fully understand it myself, and probably there'll be others and that I'll discover even, like, you know, after this, but holy shit. Oh, Zora. You know, you see there in that, whilst, you know, I'm waiting for it to switch over, you know, I know all the spots in that where to attack the snakelings. It's just, like, so fucking easy at this point. Yeah, no, but my god. Zora. You know, when you've done it like over 5,000 times, it just becomes like, it really is second nature at this point, you know. Yeah, remember the first video, I tried 3 times and I didn't even get it once, and the 4th time I get my first kill. And then the next video, I get like what, I think somewhere around 300-400 kills, maybe 800 most, but nah, that is nothing, you know. There's no prayer flicking, no use of the ancient mace, you know. Generally I was being a lot more inefficient at that point. And also the gear wasn't as great either, but that's another thing, yeah, with the Ring of Recall. It not only wastes space, but you don't get the defense and prayer bonus of the Ring of Suffering and that, which you can stack infinitely, like, not infinitely, you can stack like 10,000 Ring of Recalls and that, and it's like so fucking good. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, you definitely want the 4 prayer and all 10 defense bonus and that. See, defense helps in the sense of where, if you can't immediately address someone that, so you have to tank at least 1 hit from a snakeling, you get a better chance of taking like the hit and then protecting it and hitting it. That's why also the Arcane Spirit Shield is really fucking good. Though you do lose, what was it, 50 mage defense in that. You don't only get like 50 more mage attack, but you also get prayer and a fuck ton of range and melee defense you didn't have before, which is fucking good. And yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'm thinking, what, is this still the first phase? No, this is, no, the 4th phase in that, yeah, oh fuck. Yeah, the 4th phase, my least fucking favourite one of the lot, because obviously you see there, the blue one appears a bit more than normal, but also you can't really, you have to actually pass through the toxic clouds and mods. I think it's, what, I want to say that's, yeah, potentially up to 3 times, and that it's fucking garbage. And that, yeah, this bit coming up here, if you don't kill the green Zora at this point, you just have to tank a lot of damage, and it sucks. Like, really, that's why when it comes to, yeah, see, I'll get over there quickly so you don't really see it in that. Yeah, no, but my god. I'm gonna have to wait to see. I don't know if I think the only one not seen at this point is the first one, and that's my favourite by. Not the first one. 2nd phase. Yeah, you get 2 green phases. 2 red phases. The 1 green and the 1 blue. 2 reds is 1 and 2. Green phase is 3. And the blue phase is 4. I'm just going to fast forward just to see. Yep. 4. Fuck off. So, yeah. Essentially, as you see here, it's very much trying to... You have to pass through those toxic clouds so you can avoid... You get those 2 con, and then the other 2, the following you protect melee. And that, if the protect mage, don't bother with it, because you just end up getting lured and you end up bringing those ones forward, and it's just, nah. It's a farce. And that, no point dealing with them, it's just, yeah, no. Oh boy. Yeah, I think the first, I do 4 trips in total. The first 2 aren't great, but the 3rd and 4th one really shine. Like, I'm pretty sure one of those, actually, it's a 10 kill trip, which, yeah, you kind of don't hear about. And, you know, people say, oh, 6 kill trip. Also, look at, oh, fuck. Of, template, just go back. Yeah, see with that, eh? Fucking beauty. Oh, look at that, eh? 8 on 4K, well, I think it was a span of maybe about 15 minutes? Yeah, I fucking kid you not. That's really good. Well, that's just maybe closer to 20 minutes. So, not even that. Maybe about 17, 18, but... My god. Alright, I'm just going to fast forward to see, is this no, that's the 3rd phase again. Yeah, I can't remember when phase 2 arises and that's my favourite. Mainly because you hardly need to use Prey if you do it right. And it just seems to be like you can get so much damage done so quickly. It's beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, you see I'm timing it so that I very much end up, you know, only using Prey when apps musts and that. Oh, it's fucking good, to tell you that much. Let's see. Alright, I wonder, is this the one? It could be. I'll wait, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I want to show off each one at least slow motion once. I don't know if this is it. Yeah, you can't tell because with a red face you get immediately followed by like, the blue, which you just hide. Yep, it's this one. So, essentially, if it's phase 1, it appears at the north, the green one, and it's phase 2, it goes to the east. This one's so good because this is the one you want at the start because it's the longest it takes before you risk getting venomed. And also, for the savvy there, yeah, you notice I always seem to be taking a 6 in venom damage before eventually sometime like 15 seconds in, I heal. That's because first it gives an indication when the venom cycle is because you heal immediately. You don't know, or was it just at the start, or was it just about to get venomed? Like, whereas if you see the 6, you could then do a mental countdown of about 15 seconds, I would say. If you go over 18, you really run the risk of just barely getting hit, like, right as you're about to heal. I've had that happen so many times where I've miscalculated. I'd say 15 seconds generally more suited than that, just to be on the safe side, because the last thing you want is just to take even more damage that you can just barely avoid, but also maximising the venom capacity. You know, before I got the Arcane Spirit Shield and like literally the best of slot gear outside of the Sanguistine stuff, which I'll get onto that in just a moment, but the reason why I only used 4 doses at most was because I think it was mainly the case I didn't feel quite like I could do much better with what I had, but now with the Arcane Spirit Shield, it feels like someone's just pushed over the top that now I could really fucking like decimate it and just... Oh, it's so fucking good, and just, yeah, you see what I was doing there as well, just earlier when I was going to that green one, yeah, you protect mage, so that when you hit it, doesn't matter if it's mage or not, and that, you know, if it is mage, you know, obviously that's the thing, because you get hit, and that, as you're approaching it, but if it's melee, you know, it won't be able to, like, actually melee hit you in that, because you're approaching it. Although I've noticed there's some weird difference with that, where it's like, if you're kind of at a certain distance and you try to melee them, on that, like, this doesn't work so much like with that one, but in the 4th one, there's a certain distance. If you go like 3-4 squares, you're fine, but 5 or 6, it seems to be like the way the tick system works. It gets out on you first, or at the exact same time. I don't understand that because it ends up you potentially getting hit. Like, so many technicalities, I tell you, so many, but. Alright, I reckon that to be it. All 4 phases are shown, so yeah, that should be that. So now we can just speed on through the rest and that. Yeah, I mean, making this guide, certainly I would say that this is advanced. Like, do not even bother trying to do this if you're like getting new. Like how did I just survive Zulrah? This guide is like not what you want, and that it's... For those who already have a very good knowledge of Zulrah but want to maximise the efficiency, you know, they very much want to get as many kills as quickly as they can, you know, but using the least amount of food, you know, still be a reasonable time. It's like, this is honestly, you know, I went off for like being, okay, 4 kills is good, let's aim for 5, 6. Then I got 5 kills, but mostly 6s on average. Let's go for 7, maybe 8. And now it's like, now even 7's like, it's alright. Not great, it's alright now. Now I'm like aiming for like 8, 9, 10, like... And this is the thing, bearing in mind, this isn't... I'm actually mostly limited by my prayer now, because if I was flicking, I could really go like full mile. You know, the venomous isn't holding me behind, nor is the food and that. It's actually the prayer that's holding me back. So, if I had the max set, maybe at most, I would see probably 1 more kill, and I get 9 more prayer pots. Unless if I had a system where I brought another potion that was a prayer pot. See, that's the thing in that. If you notice there, that staff could easily be switched on once I had the elite lumbridge in that. You know, so much easily it could. And I was also having another consideration, maybe possibly for the extremely efficient, like you could also to use like the special attack, bring in a Sailor God Sword, but I've not even experimented that, and because like, the attack speed of a Guthix Mace is, I'm pretty sure it's a 5. No, it's a 5 or 4. Yeah, I'll say a 5 and that, but the Sergol Sword's a 6, and that makes all the difference. Believe me, when you're trying to time it, and that, you've got to work out, okay, this takes 1 tick slower, so that's always going to throw everything off. And that, but it does give you, if it hits, minimum 5 prayer, minimum 10 HP, so that's like a heal every time, pretty much. As long as you can fucking hit the damn thing, because I don't know. It's definitely better than Toxic Blowpipes heal and that, because that just is unreliable, but having said that, it is an idea that if you really want to go full on, that it's advised for that. Another thing to consider as well, though this one may be nitpicky, but I would say with Imbued Heart, it's probably better to save, like, mostly if you're, say, for instance, at the end of a trip, and that, there's no point using Imbued Heart when you say it's only got quarter half its health and that, and then you're going to be away for a couple minutes. You're better just holding off until you come back and then start it. It's a bit more tricky though when you're in the middle of a trip. Let's say your 4th kill and you're going for like 7 or 8 and that. You're kind of just better off just using it regardless of whether it's almost dead or you're right in the middle. But probably you could at least wait until you're about ready to attack it. So at least that way you're kind of making the most out of it. Yeah, no, but... oh boy. So much, but... alright. Obviously, not to spoil too much about this, but yeah, I do not actually get a Zulrah unique in this. And well, at least not a major one anyway. No Tanzanite, Magic Find, no Serpentine for Sergeant, certainly. No uncommon uniques for this either, but fuck me. I got 2 right after this, and oh, that was a big fuck up, yeah. Indeed, so show off here, slow down again. And you'll see here, the loot from this time, which was a bit longer. This one took about, I think, 22, 23 minutes. Now, like, obviously the loot varies, but yeah, not bad. Just over 1 million for, well, essentially 22, 23 minutes of work. You see, this is what I mean. And if you do Zulrah really efficiently, like, I'm not joking, it is actually possible to get over, you know, 1 million per hour easily. Like, it's not even an issue at that point. You know, but it very much, it's a case of how do you actually try, like, how do you actually try to get into the rhythm of Zulrah? Like, you know it inside out, you want to try and maximise obviously all the inputs and that you're doing, you know, but also the time it's been somewhat chill, which I guess is like, you don't see like literally, you don't see like constantly clicking all the time like Wook style. You know, I guarantee you that with Wooks, he probably has, if he wanted to, an even more efficient method with this. But it does bring into the whole question, though, that, yeah, I can see how maging Zulrah is certainly the more preferred alternative. They're supposed to try and confuse yourself with mage and range. And it's certainly why, albeit I'm very used to this, like, I'm almost at home with this, you know, second nature and all, but after the next Zulrah trip I do for like 3, maybe 4 days, that will be it. Like, after that, it's Twisted Bow territory from there on in, and yeah, the Twisted Bow actually does better at Zulrah than the Swamped Shrine or even the Sanguistine staff, which, alright, back on that issue. Although, hold on, I need a drink. Much better. So, yeah, the thing with the Sanguistine staff is, the problem is, alright, right now, as I was doing that video, a death was about 205 GP. Chaos was surprisingly cheap, like 70 GP, because, you know, the bounty hunter crisis at the moment, and how that's fucked up a lot of PKing supplies due to bot farms, yes. I'll get more onto that, hopefully at the end of this, but yeah. So that's 275 to those two. 5 fires, 5 each, that'll be about 300, and then you get the one Zora skill, which is expensive the most, so yeah, that's about 545, we'll say. 545, 245 per scale. So, alright, that's like kind of expensive, but it pays off quickly, you know, like, especially if you've got gear to make it even more efficient, you know. More damage with the gear, you know, less cash you have to use means more profit overall. Yeah, then you have the Sanguistine staff, which only requires 1 rune. Well, 1 type of rune, I should say. It's 3 bloods. Yeah, you're looking at about around 900, 930 GP per use casting. So what does it offer that makes it more expensive than try to solve? Well, it only does 1 more max hit. So with this, I think it was hitting up to 40, I want to say 41. It didn't increase the damage, but it made it more accurate. So 41 and that. So it does up to 42. You know, the max imbued heart kind of thing. But how does it regain its usefulness? And what makes it potentially a good thing, but in my opinion it's not really? Well, there's this thing where I don't know the chances in that. I think it's a 1/8 chance that if it hits in that, it does you half the health of whatever the damage was. And that. So again, kind of the Guffin's effect. And that accepts for mage. I consider that to be most of the points though, because in the sense, food isn't really the biggest problem, especially if you're, you know, if you get mostly the first 3 phases and hardly any blues, you know, the 4 phases and that, then you're not really running out of food in that, especially if you know what you're doing with the snakelings, you know, like just bam, 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 you know, like hit them in that when it's alright to do so. You barely take any damage and it's like so fucking easy. It's actually prayer, I would say, for me that's the issue, and even with 9 more prayer, it would only let me get 1 more kill at most. You know, so it's not really worth it in that sense, but yeah, I could see how it would be useful for some. It's just for me, I don't know. Doesn't really kill it much quicker, and it makes it heal just a bit more, but maybe eventually. Maybe eventually, but I can't see the bloods ever going down because they have that huge supply thing. No, it's not just that. The South Vita does it as well, albeit it's not popular, kind of because, you know, there's a charge there, like with the Twisted Bow, which doesn't. Yeah, you can imagine that. Every time you had to fucking, like, maybe say, even a 3-2 soul rune cost thing in that. Oh, fuck. You know that would still be, it probably make soul runes crafting quite popular, but nah. Let's just say that didn't really happen, you know? So yeah, that's kind of a fun thing and that. Fun facts for all. But yeah, anywho, I suppose what else to talk about with regards to the Zulrah, yeah. I would say certainly, as far as Zulrah is concerned and that, certainly I have my contentions with it. You know, the double uncut onyx and all. But mind you, it wasn't just that. There was some not too long after that one that got me even more fucking wound up. And that, yeah, you might notice that rare items and all, very rare actually, not just 120, I'm talking about 1 in 3,000 plus. Or actually, I should say 1 in fucking 6,400, but you'll see that for yourself. Not in video format though, more in picture format, but god damn. God fucking damn it. I tell you that much. But alright, I suppose as far as also sharing my notes on Zulrah itself and that, yeah, generally speaking, obviously, if you're going to go with mage in that, like, you don't really need range at all in that. I mean, as I say, I've long given up the days of using range at all on Zulrah, but that may come back to bite me in the ass, kind of, with the mage only set. I don't know. I will have to look into this seriously after I've, you know, done the whole thing in that, but yeah, that should be fun. Fun. Yeah, I would say certainly, obviously, I've explained before the whole quirky mechanics of the pillars and that, how you hide from Zulrah and that. That certainly is something that you kind of have to just trust. Like, you see here on that, I'm not like hesitating. You know, I go these spots because it works and that. Like, it's aiming at me all those little moments, but it cannot physically get to me. However, there's still a thing where, like, I've yet to test this. I'd have to like really go thoroughly in and out. You know, so like ones where if I go far away enough and that, it won't be able to hit me and that kind of stuff. You know, these are things I'll have to test out because it wouldn't really matter much with, say, like, obviously what I'm understanding with Twisted Ball is that it's effective on all 3. It's just not as good. Like, this Trident is the one good thing that's better with the... Fuck, what's it? Yeah, the Trident is the one thing that's better on the red than the Twisted Bow. Like, yeah, my Trident sword right now beats Zulrah. No, beats the Twisted Bow. The other two, not so much. And so it puts more of a precedent on fighting the blue one than the red. And that's an interesting issue because obviously with the red and greens you can, like the red you can just avoid entirely. And the green you just protect range. The blue doesn't work that way. Like, you can mostly protect mage, but if it's feeling like a dick, you know, like Baron G, as far as its attacks are concerned, yeah, you can kind of get hit quite a lot with the range in that, which, yeah, it's very unfortunate. However, there could be that potential safe spot. Well, I say safe spot, yeah, in the sense that the twisted bow has an incredibly high range of 10. I don't know if that's far enough away. Like, if you see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9 or 10, I don't know if that's far enough away to hit. But I mean, it could be a safe spot. You'd have to really test, because once you find out what works for one, you can just go to that every time, and you know you can still get some free hits in, which would be quite nice. But I mean, also, yeah, end of a video. So I must have missed the third one. Let's see. So yeah, obviously, if you calculate the free, 4 loots and that, I don't know what the third one was, because that was like a 10 kill trip or something. I'm pretty sure 9 or maybe 10. Yeah, the loot's quite good. Obviously that one was a bit shit, but yeah, that was the third one that I think I excelled in, but hold on. Alrighty then, so I reckon that out to be that. Yeah, as I said in the last video, I'm still doing the wyverns and that. Yeah. Oh boy, 7k and that. Also, I'll just quickly check. Let's see. Alright, there we go. If I can get to the part. Is it here? Yep, 7k. So, yeah, not bad overall. Not bad. So, I suppose I may as well bring this out again. Indeed, just get rid of that. Thank you very much. Alright, so back at Zulrah. Oh no, fucking Zulrah, my ass. No, back at Skeletal Wyverns and that, where very much I've been stuck here the past 3.5 a day. Well, actually, no, just about 3 days, but I'm going to be here for another half a day before I really call it quits and that, and then just go do some training for prayer, as well as finally getting. Also, fuck's sake. Yeah, that gets stuck every now and then. It's shit, but yeah, get that last farm level done. 2 more prayers, and I'm 2019, and oh yeah, 2019. Yeah, that's gonna be almost fitting into that one. Yeah. So, all right, since we ain't got much time left, I may as well show off this instead. So, third Tanzanite mutagen. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. I thought I got unlucky when I got 2. I got 3. 3 of the fucking things. And it's just like, fuck me. Like, honestly, honestly, Tanzanite Fang would have been so much better. Which I did get not too long after that, but it was just, it's heart crushing. That's why it is, and that just soul destroying, you know, when it's like, you just want the fucking magma mutagen. Like, I swear if they had a system where if you got duplicates, you could like trade in for like 20,000 Zoro scales and that, just sort of like, if you don't want it, you know, there's still use for it. Nope, I'm stuck with 2 of the fucking things that now I don't know what they're used for. Like, fuck me, there's like literally nothing you can use them for. It's just there to kind of sit, I suppose. But alright. Also, yeah, at least that's one good thing, yeah. Personal record, and arguably, this will be the best I'll ever have out as far as mage only. 1 minute, 4 seconds. And then we get to the loot, eh? Yep, you see that? 5.2 million. I think that only took me about 6.5 hours, which I would say puts it at about 800k an hour. Next day, 10 million almost. That, I'm pretty sure, was something about, I think, a little under 11 hours, but I'm not sure. Something around 10.5 anyway. And, yep, someone managed that, so that's maybe close to 900k. And that, but boy oh boy. Then we get to, well, I'll show off here now. And just to finish up, yeah, remember at this time when I had the draconic visage? No, fortunately no one this time, but alas. Also, wait, actually one more thing I'll show off. Assuming, fuck. I'll quick show off here now. No, fuck off. Yeah, there we go, 26.9 million. And this, well, this is how I very much got my, yeah, Dragonheart crossbow, selling off stuff and that, but my god. So yeah, I suppose I'll leave it on that one end. Yeah, selling off that. Well. Till then, folks,